Hamilton, and welcome back to the Iron Palace. This is a show I'm running for all you out there that want to train better and get results better and faster. They say the body is a temple. Well, when you got a palace, it's built out of gains, all right? And that's what we're talking about on this show. Please make sure you share. Please make sure you subscribe. Today I'm going to dive into the number one most common muscle building mistake. I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know so you don't make this mistake and you can get results, all right? Please make sure you share. Please make sure you subscribe. I appreciate it so damn much. It's one of the 5 awesome shows I run all week for you. Let's dig on in. All right, so when it comes to muscle building, this is something that is set for everybody and their goal no matter what. Believe it or not, if you want to lose weight and you think that's your only goal, let's say you're overweight and you want to get leaner, or even if you're a competitor or something like that, having more muscle mass will actually help you get leaner. And that's due to the fact that when you train with weights and you build muscle, that muscle has metabolic demand, okay? That means that it takes calories to maintain. So you actually burn more calories at rest doing nothing, sitting around watching Netflix, right? Than if you didn't have the muscle, okay? So even if you're extremely overweight, morbidly obese, something like that, and you have a huge amount of weight you want to lose, you need to start weight training to help you assist that. And this doesn't change even if you're like a stage lean competitor trying to get a little bit leaner for whatever show, okay? Now, across the board, having muscle is going to support your health and fitness goals, not to mention just your wellness goals. Let's say you're just a normal person, right, that has no specific aesthetic goal, whatever, they just want to be healthier. Having more muscle mass helps protect your body, protects your bones, keeps your joint structure healthy. Overall, just something you should have. It's going to change the game for you as a human organism, because believe it or not, we are supposed to carry muscle mass, be strong, and have all these other things, okay? So with that, you got to understand a few things. There are ways that you can try to pursue building of muscle that will be wrong. It will be incorrect, and they're actually not going to produce the results you would desire, okay? And that happens all the time to people that follow programs that are just online, or they don't understand it, or they don't know what they're doing. You know, they don't get a coach, they don't invest in a trainer, and they assume they can wing this themselves. While basics of weight training, sure, you can probably deal with, when we're talking about the long term, when we're talking about, actually getting results, it's definitely something you want to have structured in a program that's made for you. The number one most common mistake, though, that I'll tell you I see all the time, and a lot of you out here at all levels have made this mistake before. Hell, I've made the mistake, okay? In my personal training, myself, over all these years, I've done this probably many times, to be honest with you, and that is training the same muscle too frequently, okay? Notice what I just said. Training the same muscle too frequently. That's what a lot of people do. That's what, a lot of these girls that all of a sudden they decide they want to build an Instagram glute, whatever, Instagram booty, right? They want a bikini booty for the beach, for Instagram selfies, for whatever. They go try to train glutes every day to try to build them. That doesn't work, okay? Same thing that happens to dudes when they want to build up their, their muscles or even their abs or whatever. They want to get lean, they want to look jacked, they want to look swole. They go do bicep curls 6 times a day every day, and they do abs 24/7, every day. And the point is, what happens with your body, while yeah, you can get some results doing things every day, you're not allowing the recovery process. So in reality, you're not actually making progress. You're hindering yourself more than doing anything else, and you're also making yourself far more susceptible to injury, okay? And this is where I was saying, it comes down to having a good program that's made for you, that will work with your body and your physique, and also probably having a damn coach that can help guide you. Because at the end of the day, yeah, your temptation will be, okay, I want the fastest results. Well, I just do it every day. I do it as many times as I can. I'm going to get there faster. But in reality, no, you're not going to do that. If you train your glutes every day, ladies, you're going to have a flatter ass by the end of that period of time. If dudes are out here trying to do biceps every day, you're probably just going to get, bicipial tendon problems, irritations, can't talk, irritations and other things. You're going to get tennis elbow long before you get bigger arms. And that's because you're not allowing the recovery process, okay? So there's one way that happens. The recovery process gets hindered when you train too often, not actually allowing this period of time for the muscles to grow. There's also another one. But before I dive into that, you got to understand that muscles, when they actually are trained effectively, right? When you go to the gym, your goal is to train really, really hard, beat that muscle down basically, and stimulate a growth response. We want the muscle fibers to say, oh, well, we just did some intense stuff. We got to grow stronger because that's coming up again. But if you don't allow that time for that to happen, it's never going to happen, right? You're just going to constantly be beating up the muscle fibers, but they don't actually repair unless they don't get stronger, they don't get bigger, and they eventually wear out and you get joint problems, other issues, right? This process alone can take anywhere from 48 to 72 hours, okay? 48 to 72 hours where you should not be training the same muscle group. How many of you actually do that, okay? And this is real science, this is real research. Please go look it up. Take your time, study it, look it up. It takes 48 to 72 hours for a muscle group to recover. So therefore, a proper program means that, guess what? You're not doing your glutes every day. You're not training biceps every day. You're not doing these things every day. Hell, you're probably not even doing them every other day if you're following a great program, okay? That's one way that you can severely overtrain the muscles, and over time, you're gonna look at your body and be like, whoa, I'm actually working like 10 times as hard, but I look worse. I look skinny fat. I look like I don't have muscle size, muscle shape like I used to, and I'm definitely holding more fat, and that's due to the fact that basically you're beating the muscles down, but they're not recovering, okay? When I build a training program, I'm literally looking at this all the way across the board. A lot of people, when they start training with me or Team Flex in general, and I put them on a program, and they were doing 7 days a week, and they had, glutes, shoulders, delts, arms, back, bicep, whatever, and they're doing it every day. They're doing this split that's crazy where they're training 7 days a week with weights. I put them on a 3 or 4 day, and they're like, what? No way, I'm going to lose all my results. Please don't do this, Coach Ryan. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, man. And you know what? They get 10 times better results doing half the work because they're training hard, they're training intense, and then they're out of the gym recovering. You got to remember, your muscles do not build while you're at the gym doing your little deadlifts, doing your little hip thrusts, doing your curls. Your muscles are not building in the gym. No, they're not. They're breaking down. You're actually breaking down the muscles so that when you leave and you eat good foods, they can recover, which is the next bit of what we're going to talk about. So we talked about that if you're training the same muscle all the time, guess what? That's a big, big mistake, okay? It's under recovering. It's not going to grow. It's not going to actually build, not going to get stronger, not going to get bigger, not going to give you the aesthetic you want. So ladies, stop training the glutes every day. Gym bros, quit doing the damn curls every day. If you really want to make progress, you got to train with the right intensity and then also rest with the right intensity. Believe what I just said. Rest with the right intensity is key to building muscle. Guess what though? That's one method of overdoing it, basically under recovering. The next one would be with your nutrition. Because guess what? Even though you might follow a perfectly balanced program, like you could get on a program that was set for 3, 4, 5 days, I don't know, whatever split you want to do, it's all individual. When I build a program, I'm building it totally custom to each person, whatever place they're at and what their goals are. But you could be following a perfect split, but if you don't have the nutrition right to couple this, it's not going to matter. It won't matter. You're going to get the same result, right? Let's say you're eating severely low calories. You're really trying to lean out, but you also want to be jacked, right? You want to look good. You want to have the shreds and the muscles. Well, guess what? That doesn't come from just being lean. That comes from having a muscle base that shows through when you're leaner, okay? But a lot of people think it's just being lean. So they drop the calories down a lot, and now they get in a spot where, guess what? Again, you're under recovering. And if your calories are not in a surplus anyway, you're not building anything, guarantee you. Even if you're at maintenance, you're not building any muscle, you're not building any strength, even though you might go do the program the way you should to build muscle, build strength. If your calories and your macros and your overall nutrient profile are not in the right spot, guess what? You're not getting any gains, you're not getting any results there, okay? So this is the other thing. You can also under recover with your nutrition. And this would be, these two things, the number one muscle building mistake is under recovery. Because with the nutrition, nutrition. If you're not getting the right calories, you're not getting the right amount of protein, the carbs, the fats, and the fibers. Notice how I just said all those. You're not getting all those right, and you don't have the right caloric range. You're definitely not getting the benefits of your training. So basically, you are a hamster in a wheel running around at the damn pet store trying to get out the cage. At the end of the day, you're going to be stuck in this spot. And this is why so many people, I know so many of you out there, competitors that should know more, that feel like they do, they get stuck in this spot. People that have been training for years, they get stuck in this spot. Like I said, experts and professionals make mistakes like this all the time. There's definitely been times in my training career where I was working out and I wanted a specific goal and I said, I'll just do it more. I'll do it faster. I'll up my nutrition. I'll get all that right. And it's still not as good as if I just trained at a high intensity and let myself have a high intensity of rest as well. And that's what all you guys got to look at. All you guys and girls out here watching this video now, understand that the best results when it comes to muscle building, which is something you all want to do to some degree no matter what, come from following a proper training program that balances good training with the right amount of rest and good nutrition that supports that training and supports that rest. What I just said will change the game for you if you actually do what I said. So many people follow a great training program, but they don't get the nutrition to match, and they don't have the rest element, and they get no results. So many people might be resting really well, but not training hard enough, and they don't have the right nutrition, so they don't get the results. Some people can do really, really good with their nutrition, but they're following a training program where they go to the gym 7 days a week, training the same muscle, and they won't get results. The best results when it comes to muscle building and thus overall getting your best physique, the healthiest physique, overall wellness at its best point, comes from the fact that you get proper balance of all these things. All the time people ask me, hey, will you do just the nutrition for us, Coach Rye? What about just the training? I'm already following a training program, but can you do the nutrition back and forth with this stuff? And I very rarely ever do this. I say, okay, well, I can help you start it maybe, but I'm not going to be, giving you all this stuff because I know that I'm shortchanging you results right out the gate. If you want to wing it on your training and I'm going to do your nutrition, well, it doesn't matter how good the nutrition comes if you don't have the training to fit it, right? You got to have these things both meshed together, and that's why I think it's so important to have a coach or follow a real legit program that you're going to follow to the discipline of actually doing it 100%. A lot of people can Google search programs, look for different things, follow their favorite fitness Instagram influencers program, but at the end of the day, it's not built for you, and you probably don't stick to it the way you should. Because let's be honest, people go back and forth. People are wishy-washy. People will go a little over macros one day, a little under the next. They might do harder workout on Monday and less on Thursday, and so on and so forth. These things need to be coached. They need to be adapted. They need to be understood. And the number one thing you got to understand that you're cheating yourself out of gains, you're cheating yourself out of muscle building, strength, and the ultimate goals you want. If you are under recovering. And I guarantee you, most of you out here are under recovering. I don't believe in the whole overtraining. I know that that is a big thing that people like to talk about. They like to think about overtraining. I don't believe in that. I believe in under recovering. I think you can train at nearly any capacity as long as you have what I just said. You could train at a hard and heavy, like follow a program that's 3 days a week and beat the shit out of your body doing that, and get great results if you had the rest on the other days and you have the nutrition to match it. I think you can train at any capacity, but most people do the wrong thing and they train at less capacity more often and don't match the nutrition with it, don't get the recovery variable, and thus here you go. You're spinning. You're like the clothes in the damn washing machine on a Sunday morning, just spinning, but you come out and you ain't any cleaner. All right? So that's hopefully helpful information to a lot of you out there. If you want an idea of what a balanced training split looks like, go to teamfflex.com right now. Subscribe to our free trial. It's a pop-up. All you got to do is put your email in, and we're going to invite you into our world-class coaching absolutely free for the next week. It's totally free. You're not putting in payment information, none of that. You're just getting in there and working with me or one of my awesome Team Flex coaches to get you set up and show you how you can train better for your goals. If you are serious about getting your best results and you don't do this, I don't believe that you're serious at all, because this is a free opportunity to train with world-class coaches. And there's no obligation to do anything else. We're just going to help you. That's why I do this. That's why I do these videos. That's why I do everything that I do, and why I built Team Flex is to help people get where they want to be better and faster. Please subscribe to the channel, share the video, and hit that trial up. I hope to see you on the other side. Thank you for watching the Iron Palace. I'll be back tomorrow for First Callouts, my show dedicated all to you competitors out there. Thanks for watching. Coach Rye is out.